You guys remember the microphone from Meow? They also sent this baby right here for your boy to go ahead and check out and use and give you my thoughts. So this right here is called the Maono Caster. I can't stop saying that. Also known as the AUAM 100. But the model number I got here is AUAM 102. You see that? So this is a whole thing right here for you guys and girls who are starting out for doing podcasting. So if you're somebody that wants to talk your talk, you know, video blogs or podcasts as the name assumes, this is a device that's cool and built for you, for people like you. How about instead of showing this, I show you this. Right here. It's not even connected to anything. It got a battery inside. Ain't that tight? So this device right here, it spans 2 input ports. It also sports right here you can see a auxiliary port and a phone for your like cell phones if you're taking calls and stuff. It also has a function for that as well. Other things that this device comes with is a USB-C port and a USB rectangle. I forgot what they're called. As well as 2 cables right here. You can see they're pretty much auxiliary cables, right? 1/8 jacks to be able to connect your phone, as well as to connect a different source for music if you want it to be that way. Oh, let's not forget, it also comes with the microphone, the stand, the little windscreen, the little shock mount, and again a very nice cable. Very, very nice feeling. It's the type of feeling that feels so grippy. But I do fear that what if this thing gets in contact with sun, will it like melt or will it get sticky? That's my only question. My camera battery is dying, so thank you for watching. No, I'm just kidding. Just hold on. We're not done here yet. Okay, before anything, let's go ahead and do a quick latency test. So right now I am speaking, and as you can see in the camera, we are being recorded in the screen video recorder. So I want to see if my voice lines up perfectly with this right here. I know I said my voice, but A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Cool. And one more thing that I want to show you. You can see that my voice right here works in FL Studio. So we are all peachy dory, hunky dory, cool. Jumping the gun, but let's go ahead and close FL Studio because I don't need it. So let's start talking about this device right now. Like I said, we have the mic gain, which, you know, lowers the gain. You can barely hear me. And then raise it up to bring in the, you know, input gain that I need, the preamp input. Over here we have a fader to control the overall final volume, so if I lower it down, you know, like that, right? This knob right here, this big thing called mix, it's pretty much how much of the signal that we're hearing here overall is going to go into the computer. So take a look at the mic. Oh wait, you can't, darn it, hold on. So take a look at this mic right here and please hit thumbs up for this sword. But look what happens when I lower this knob down and I'm talking. So you can't see me talking, but you can hear me in the camera, right? So you see I moved this mix all the way down and it's just not giving you any signal to hear in the computer. But when I bring it back up, you can see there we are and we have full signal. Cool. This monitor monitors what I hear. The phone input, auxiliary input is the amount of you know, volume, I guess, from the phone and auxiliary input. So yeah, we could test that out later. This pitch and effect knob is to give you effects to your voice. So if you want to sound high pitch,
Sound high pitch, yay.
Or low, why? I don't know.
I don't know why you would want to use this. Maybe just for fun. It's like, yo, I keep telling you, man.
I keep telling you, man, you need to stop. You need to listen. You need to listen to what I'm saying.
Additionally, there are buttons over here that does change up your voice style with the pitch. So, could you see what it says here? No. So we got the Famali, we got the Molly, we got the Bobby, and we got the Robot.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, I don't know what a Famali is, but this is how the Famali sounds.
Molly? So Molly sounds like this?
Bobby. Bobby.
And this is what a robot sounds like? Give me your money, robot? Yes?
These 2 buttons here, they don't change your voice style, but they do affect, you know, what you're hearing. So I'll show you an example of that later. Over here, we got the mode button. And you can see that when I hit the mode, we have this reverb. And this reverb is controlled by this effect once you tweak it. So watch this. When I'm talking, the effect came off. Really bad on their side. I wish that these reverb effects would stay chained to this knob right here. Meaning if I hit mode again, yeah, you can hear that there is effect going on. And the value is all the way down for the effect. So that's weird. Yeah. But yeah, let me just go ahead and show you all the effects here for the reverb. Studio, we got KTV. I don't know what KTV is, but here's a KTV. We got church. Go to church. I never heard of church. I guess this is if you're in like all the way in the back or something, like 100-foot church. Hall. This sounds like a hall, apparently. Valley. Ooh. Okay. I like that this effect kind of like trails off to the left only. Or is my ear just... No, it's the left side. And lastly, we have the room. So this is if you want to sound in a whole different atmosphere for your voice, your style. Maybe you just need this presence rather than straight up blank. Nothing else. Yeah. So adding a little bit of reverb effect will help, give a little bit of backing to your voice. This button up here is called Electron. Sorry, I'm not showing it that well, right? Electron. Yeah. You can see that this Electron. Yeah. It's cool, but it's so... there's a little bit of flaws that I have about this device, as you can tell. The Electron, aka the auto-tune, has a fixed reverb. Apparently the effect knob does not really change that. So yeah. See, I put the effect all the way down. It's not really changing that, so that's annoying. Maybe there's like some sort of firmware upgrade they could do in the future to have the auto-tune applied with your specific mode down here and have those two blend in. Another thing that they could do, because they do turn off the pitch when the Electron is activated, auto-tune, they could have used this pitch. They could have used this pitch knob to be able to control the retune speed or retune time to be like, hey, do you want to sound like a auto-tune share, have that effect, or do you want to have that, natural singing voice? So that's a flaw I have on this thing right here. When you hit Electron right off the bat, you have this style on you, this reverb, and it's annoying. But I understand that when you want to sound good, you gotta put the little reverb on. Yeah. I'm in the B mode. For this, we have A, B flat, B, C, D flat, D, E, G flat, G, A, B, C, D, G, A, E, F. What the? How did I not see this before? A, B, C, D, G flat, G, A, E. What? It's literally count from A to G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What? A, B, C, D, G, A, E, F. Am I missing something here? That is very weird. Very confusing. I'd like to hear an explanation from Maono from their part on that. Needless to say, these are all the keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay, I gotta start counting, right? But these are all the keys on the octave that you could use for your song singing style. It's not in a major or minor, as far as I know. This is a G flat. This is a G. Okay. This is a G. This is a G. Okay, cool. So there is some sort of tuning when it comes to the notes. Maybe it's just major and minor put together. What? Needless to say, there's auto-tune on here. You know what else there is? There's buttons. See these little buttons right here? These 8 pads.
Okay.
A few moments later.
Those 4 sounds came with the device. That one I put in. But we have some nice little trigger pads to be able to, play sounds out. But we have some trigger pads here, 7 of them to be exact, to play notes out. And we have one here to kind of mute ourselves, which is pretty much let go of the thing. It's really annoying to I don't understand why. Yeah, why couldn't they just make a regular? Or maybe they just want you to use this mute button here on the device for the microphone. Like, yo, what the? Why? Okay, let me go ahead and demonstrate the phone real quick and the aux. Oh, hold on. I gotta stop doing that. I need to understand the psychology behind that. I'm just gonna use myself so I don't block myself for using myself. Anyways, here I have the audio playing. Here you can see it's. Could you even see it? Hold on, sorry. So you can see the little is playing. You don't hear anything because the phone input mic is down. So if I raise it up, there it is. It's pretty low, isn't it? Oh, hold on. Always active like my day one. Haters, they ask me how I do it. I tell them to just think stupid if you think so that's how this works. Miracles don't happen unless you wish it to happen. And wishing is for those who don't know. And this is what the sidechain button does right here. So if I were to talk, it'll blind out the sound that's coming from the phone. Possibly from the no, I don't think from the auxiliary. We'll try it after. If I were to hit the music only button, check out what happens. Dictionary is my Bible, calculators, I'm the idol. I've been jumping more than Asian kids who failed their high school finals, drinking more water than fish. No, you are all broken up like fractions that just fractured out their ankles. I feel like I broke my funny. Okay, there was my phone. I was looking for my phone, my dumbass. You can see how the phone function works. It works on, of course, the input knob to be able to give you the volume mix that you want for your everything. You also have the phone's volume that you have to put up, so don't forget about that. And the music only button kind of gives you some sort of karaoke flip phase inversion type of effect to cut out the middle sounds for the most part. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I said we're gonna try the auxiliary, and I just left it. All right, now it's in the auxiliary port. Let's see how the auxiliary works and what is different from this in the phone. Yo, I pressed play. Clowning, so quit with all that frowning, dog. I do not want to see it. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I was wrong about that. Looks like the auxiliary works the same, similar as the phone input. So I want to know what's the difference behind the two, which is very interesting. So yeah, this is the microphone that you've been hearing me speak through the whole time. Hopefully you can see this in nice light. Pull off your wig. This is the microphone. Yeah. Oh god, it's audible. It is audible. Yeah, it sounds really nice. It sounds great enough for you to pretty much speak your words. Is there a low tone applied to this? Can you get a nice low tone? Not really. There is a flick of the switch in the back of the podcaster device. It says denoise on it. I'm pretty sure I showed you. If not, I'm sorry. But watch what happens when I turn it off. It's been on the whole time. Yeah. So this is how it sounds right here with the denoise off. And then when I put it on right here. Wow. Really great work. That denoise is really good, dog. Very faithful. Of course, there's a little bit of bounce sound with these type of devices when they're on the pole. All right, so here's a better way to see them both, I guess. You can see that we have such a flat response around the... What hertz is that? I would say about a 90. Yeah, let's say 90. Yeah. And clarity is all that you really need in terms of being able to speak and give a message out, especially in podcasting. That's not to say that you can't upgrade your microphone if you want and put in $1,000 mic or $300 mic or $250 or whatever X amount. It just means this is the microphone that it came with. This is how it sounds. It sounds like it does the job though. Yo, y'all made me bust out the big boy. Now you hear that bass, right? Look at that frequency chart there. Look at that lower voice. You could definitely tell the difference between this Maono microphone. By the way, click that I button in the I'm assuming it's this corner right here, and you'll see a video on the Maono mic. Hopefully I did it some justice. If not, let me know and I'll give it some more justice. I will give it more justice in the future for future videos. But you can see here that, you know, this microphone does have more lower tone, especially if I were to go close. I'm trying not to like spit in it. As you can see, I'm going real close, and we do have lower tone in the microphone there, and you can hear my sentimental voice. Yeah, ASMR. I'll stop, I know. Here we are back with this microphone, and you can tell there is definitely a difference in terms of quality for microphone, but this still does the job. But yes, guys and girls, I have been talking so much that the camera automatically cut off. So I will end the video right here. I would love to hear your guys and girls' opinions or comments on this type of device. If you feel like you would do great talking in the music industry as a podcaster, you know, giving your opinions, your thoughts, and your viewpoints, try to change people's ideals and minds, this is definitely a great device for you to look into and perhaps own in the future, especially to those who are just beginning out. It is not that hard to deal with. I forgot to show you the software. Let me do that real quick. Go look for my Liu Kang sound right here. And here's the Liu Kang sound in the computer. There it is. If I want, I could adjust the volume. Could I adjust the volume on here and it matters? I'm going to right click. I'm going to go set to or copy the pad. And I'm going to use the purple pad right here. And oh, here you can set the volume for it. I would love if they were able to preview the sound while this is on, but they don't have that feature. But you can see that we could adjust the volume. I'll put it to 100. I'll let it send over and we'll see. While this thing is actually transmitting, I'll like to say that there is another cool benefit to this type of device, and that is you are able to use some sort of hotkeys or number keys to trigger sounds in the program itself. So if you don't want to be limited to just these 7 pads, you could press a number key and have it activate the sound. But if I were to press a pad, but yeah, there we go. Thank you for watching. Let me know your comments, your thoughts. And yeah, I would love to hear from you guys and girls who do purchase this. Perhaps you could show me an image on Instagram or Twitter or something. Instagram, that sounds better. But yeah, it is your boy Justin Omoe. And with that being said, peace. I'm out. And please have yourselves a damn good one.